I was browsing through the internet, and that's when I came across a word which triggered my old memories. 3 to 4 years back, when I was starting out as a freelancer and I became a lot active on LinkedIn, I used to come across LinkedIn profiles which used to say as I'm growth hacker at XYZ company. And they used to write posts related to growth hacking. When I read those posts, it looked like it's somewhat exactly what I'm doing. And it sounds like it's more or less it's digital marketing. I remember one such interesting profile back then was Weber Society, the founder and CEO of Growth School, right? You guys might be knowing him. So he used to have in his profile as growth hacker and many others as well. And I became really very intrigued ki what exactly is growth hacking? How can I learn it? Just like all of you who are in this video, I'm pretty much sure that you guys are also interested to know what exactly is growth hacking and how I can be growth hacker. I hope how I can make a lot of money by being a growth hacker. So that's exactly was my point. And I remember one such incident when I was attending some relatives' wedding and all events. I used to meet people and I used to tell them that, hey, I'm a digital marketer. And similarly, vice versa, they used to introduce themselves. And I remember once a guy told me that he's a growth hacker. So usually people don't understand digital marketing. So what I tell them is the ads that you see in Facebook and YouTube, that's the job which I do. Then he says that I do the exactly same thing. And I tell them, okay, I do the Facebook ads, Google ads, I'm a digital marketer. He says, I'm a growth hacker. He saw growth hacker. I asked him, what exactly is growth hacking? But he tell me what exactly is growth hacking. And he used to be like, growth hacking is hacking the growth the hacking. That's the kind of definition that people used to give when you ask them what is exactly is growth hacking. Buddy, I want to learn from where I can learn it. So they give very vague answers. Then I took a decision I also want to be. Now I need to understand what exactly is growth hacking. And when someone asks me what exactly is growth hacking means, I should not be saying hacking the growth or the hacking is what growth hacking is. I went back home. I started to Google what is growth hacking? More or less, it has a similar definition of digital marketing, but a very different. I will explain it later. It becomes much more clearer when you get examples of what the growth hacking is. Then when I came back to home, I Googled by what exactly is growth hacking. And the Google used to give responses which was more or less, it was same as digital marketing. Growth hacking is something which is in a broader sense covers digital marketing as well. But it needs a process or thought process which covers end to end, including the digital marketing ideas and all. In this video, I'll explain exactly what is growth hacking, and I feel that it's better way to explain growth hacking is through examples. That's how I understand it much better manner. I will share examples from Indian market. So yeah, stay tuned to the video. Now let's come back to the point when I was Googling what exactly is growth hacking, and Google used to give answers like growth hack is a word or terminology which has come from Silicon Valley from 2010, turned by a guy called Sean Ellis who has implemented growth hacking for startups in Silicon Valley. That's how it basically began. The term has come from that. I started to read about Sean Ellis. What has he done? Or what are the companies that he has worked with? And he has worked with some renowned companies which are really big now. One company that comes top of my mind is Dropbox. Before Gmail, there was something called as Hotmail. I don't know how many of you know. Those were the brands or the startups which used growth hacking back then. And when I read this book from Sean Ellis, I don't remember the name of the book, but I read that book and it gave me examples which helped me understand this is what growth hacking is. And it's not something which comes very out of the world or stuff. So this is something which even I can. And this comes as a part of the job, or if it just includes the ideas which comes out of the box. Out of the box ideas is what called growth hacking is what I understood. Okay, now let's understand what is growth hacking. So before that, understand this part. Growth hacking comes from Silicon Valley, where there were a lot of startups back then and who did not have a lot of funds for the investment. So basically what it means is using less budget, less investment for marketing, but giving efficient and effective way of marketing to increase your customer base. That's what growth hacking is. No matter what technology you use, no matter what marketing hack you use, using some creative ideas to grow your customer base, using something which is not traditional marketing. Just like, let's for example, I have an app and I want to promote, I want a lot of downloads for my app. And the basic way that anyone can think of is I run Facebook ads, Google ads, or in Google app itself, I can run ads, raising the impressions on my app and people can download it, right? So that's the basic, or that's the traditional way of marketing. Now I will take a recent example, how Samay, who has been really sensational for the last 1.5 years, now because of India's Got Latent, he has started a app in which people can get uncensored episodes of India's Got Latent.
तो दोस्तों लाइफ में पहली बार तुम्हारे भाई ने एक ऐप बनाया है। मतलब मैंने नहीं बनाया, मैंने बनवाया है। मैं रैपर नहीं हूँ तो मैं क्रेडिट दे देता हूँ। तो इस ऐप का नाम है इंडियाज गॉट लेटेंट। ये आपको ऐप स्टोर पे मिल जाएगा, प्ले स्टोर पे मिल जाएगा। एंड मैं चाहता हूँ इस ऐप पे धीरे धीरे और शोज बनाऊँ। एक पोएट्री शो पे काम कर रहा हूँ, एक रैप शो पे बना रहा हूँ, और भी इसमें शोज मैं डालना चाहता हूँ जिसमें एकदम कोई ब्रांड गाइडलाइन ना हो, अनसेंसर्ड अनहिंज रॉ कंटेंट आप तक पहुंचे। ये मेरा सपना है।
For India's Got Latent, and it has become India's #1 app in Apple Store. Okay, so that's the amount of shout out, or that's the amount of download that he got just from his one story. Instead, he is competing with other apps out there, but he has got #1 download. He has got enormous number of downloads in the last 24 hours, and all this is because he had created a distribution. Now, don't you think for any company or any app to get that many number of downloads, they have to spend lakhs and lakhs of money, or maybe crores of money, to get that number of downloads? So that's what it means. So Samay worked on something for the last 3 years. He built a distribution, and with just one shout out in his stories, he has got the maximum downloads that any app has gotten in India. So that's a hack. That's something different than any traditional marketing that any app downloads would have needed, right? Now this is an example of growth hacking. Now see what it happens is like low investment, maximum returns. That's what growth hacking is, and you can do it in any way. Basically maximum customer acquisition with lowest investment, and you can do it from maybe story share, maybe you collaborate with some big influencer. It could be anything. With just minimum investment, you get maximum returns. That's what growth hacking is. And that is the time when I realized कि okay, Google पे कुछ नया ऐप आया है, I just need to download it and I get some money, right? So what happened is that, and now come to 2024, when you scratch any cards that you get from Google Pay, you get nothing. You just get some coupon codes and stuff, which is of no use. But back then, they used to give 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, stuff like that. And the reason being, the number of downloads that they used to get, Google used to get for by this strategy, has less customer acquisition cost than any other marketing strategy that was out there. And that did worked out for them. Similarly, I'll give you another example. Do you remember CRED? I mean, I'm pretty much sure that you will be using CRED, right? Again, these are the apps who are the reason why I got connected with from some of my school friends and all. मतलब लड़कियाँ मुझे कॉल की उस वक्त, मतलब 2018 के आसपास कॉल करके मुझे, अच्छा कैसे चल रहा है, क्या हाल है, क्या बढ़िया, कहाँ पे हो अभी? मैं बोला 10 साल से कुछ बात ही नहीं हुआ, अचानक से क्यों कॉल कर रहे, पता नहीं, और क्या कुछ हो गया क्या, मतलब क्या? तो यूज्ड टू बी लाइक, एक काम करेगा कि can you download this CRED app? मतलब CRED app में होता क्या है, that you can pay your credit card bills में। मेरे पास क्रेडिट कार्ड है ही नहीं। ओके ठीक है, मैं रखती हूँ, बाय। मतलब what? So people used to do that just because if I download using their referral link, they used to get some amount, right? They used to get some money out of it. So that's a growth hacking strategy that will help you, and this is word of mouth, completely word of mouth. Me calling my friends, everyone in my contact list, asking them to download this app using my referral link. It's creating that networking effect, right? 1 से 10 हुआ, 10 से 50 हुआ, 50 से 100 हुआ, that kind of effect. So this is what growth hacking is. These are the kind of strategies which are called growth hacking. If you guys are beginner, let me explain to you about a marketing funnel, how it looks like. It's a very basic stuff which every marketer should ideally know. If you don't know, just watch this for just few seconds, okay? Few minutes. So basically what it means is like, in every marketing there used to be a funnel just like this, okay? And this is called as, and they're divided into 3. This is called top of the funnel, funnels, and this is middle of the funnel, and this is bottom of the funnel, okay? And what it means is that this is the time, this is the phase when someone is in awareness stage. Okay? This is the awareness. When awareness. What exactly awareness means is that I will take an example. I will take the example of Google Pay. When very first time I got to hear about Google Pay, I went to Kirana shop and I told them भैया मेरे पास छुट्टे नहीं है. Then he says me that आप Google Pay कर सकते हो, जी पे कर सकते हो. By then I do not have I've never heard of Google Pay. At the same time I have never downloaded it. ठीक है? Then I came back home. I did not had the chai, I did not had the tea, and I said कि भैया I can't download because I don't have internet. ठीक है? I came back. That's the first stage, awareness stage, when someone, kirana guy or the shop, the tea seller told me to buy a tea. That's the awareness stage. That's the first time when I heard about Google Pay. And this is the stage which is called middle of the funnel. This is where you engage with the content or you engage with the brand Google. And let's take an example of Google Pay where they are in collaboration with Finance with Sharon. And Finance with Sharon says creates a reel which gets a lakhs of engagements, impressions, and all the stuff. And it says that you can do this and that. You share. If you share, you get something. Okay, Finance with Sharon says there is a lucky draw will be happening. Everyone will share. One of them lucky winner will get to meet with me, something like that. So, and you share that in the stories and stuff. That's called engagement with the brand. You become much more warmer. Finance with Sharon is Finance with Sharon influencer, India's #1 finance influencer. He is in collaboration with Google Pay. Then it's definitely a trustworthy app. It's not a scam and all. Okay, that's where you engage with it. Now the bottom of the funnel is when you will get to know that someone, for example, some of your friend will come to you and tell you that this bottom of the funnel, they tell you that, you know what, if you download Google Pay app and we send money, it used to happen in offices. If you just send 10 rupees to me and I'll send 10 rupees to you, we'll get some amount. Okay, 10 rupees, 100 rupees. So I remember people used to just Google Pay each other 10 rupees, 30 rupees back and forth. Just to get the coupon code and scratch it, they will be finding 50 rupees, 100 rupees, stuff like that. So that's when that's when Achut downloaded the app, bottom of the funnel mein. And my interaction with Google Pay did not happen here from my friend. Instead, I have 3 instances which eventually led me to download that. And this is a funnel. When you hear about a brand for the very first time, till the bottom of the funnel where you actually interact, you become a customer or a client for that brand, that's when the bottom of the funnel comes in. What are the series of interactions due to 7 touch points out there? That's where you turn into a end user of the brand. So this is the funnel that usually happens everywhere, and this is the funnel that is followed. That's exactly my point is, you can do growth hacking any of in this funnel. You can do in the top of the funnel where you do the awareness stage. You can do some strategy through which people will get to know about Google Pay, or you can do something in the middle of the funnel where they will get warmer, they will be much more engaged audience, or you can do something in the bottom of the funnel where they will actually convert to the end user. So there are 3 stages and you can implement growth hacking any of the stage, right? So that's how the growth hacking works. And it works from top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel. For example, running a Google ads just means that it's a bottom of the funnel. It's a high expensive. एक click को 120 रुपये देना पड़ता है. That's a very high cost, right? So instead of doing that, you can do some hack on the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, then bottom of the funnel, right? So you can do that kind of series. So growth hacking works from across this funnel. I think this examples is pretty easy, or it will help you to understand what growth hacking is. Now, another point that might come to your mind is that, what if growth hacking is this? How can I do growth hacking? Can I learn it by joining a company and from there around? So that's a very contradictory answer I have. So basically, when I was working in a digital marketing agency, I used to have a specific route. I used to just run Facebook ads, Google ads. I used to be in paid media, right? Paid media where I used to run ads in different platforms. I have never, I do have some say in Google, maybe creation of landing pages, but it's not exactly the complete, right? Or I do not have much I cannot give much input for SEO. So usually what happens is in corporate world or in the very small startup, there's a series of people out there, and or if you are someone who designs landing pages, okay, your input will be strictly limited to landing pages, the design, the CTA, the color, and this kind of stuff. But you won't be if you give some input for your senior or the client that's saying that hey, we can do these ads with this keyword and that kind of stuff, then it will be filtered by your senior, and it most likely it won't reach out to your end client, right? So this is a problem. So ideally, if I have to tell you that if you want to practice growth hacking, then start with some of your own product, implement for your own personal brand or stuff like that, or you start affiliate marketing. That's when you can actually use growth hacking for your own system. You will have much more flexibility, and then the time needed for you to think an idea to executing it, it will be really less. So that's better way to do or start with growth hacking. In a much more simplest way, if I have to tell you that whatever job you are doing, if you can reach out to 100 people, then just think ways of how you can move this with the same effort, how you can get it done for lesser hour, or all right, or you can do something instead of reaching out to 100 people, you will be reaching out to 1,000 people. And maybe if you're reaching out to 1,000 people, then how can you effort with the same effort you can move to 1 lakh people, 10,000 people. So if you have to creatively think about how you can do it. So it's about creative thinking is what exactly is needed in growth hacking. And if you ask me how exactly is growth hacking is for me is going to be in 2025 new year. So I think AI agent, I've been studying about AI agent and I'm working on it. I'm trying to learn. I'm just bit a scratch. I'm not learned a lot, but I'm trying to learn about AI agent. I think that it can simplify my work. AI tools, using AI tools. Yes, that's how I'm trying to do. And for example, I have recently learned that the SEO, the number of people who are visiting the Google search engine, has reduced drastically after the introduction of ChatGPT, Perplexity, and these new AI tools. The reason being, there's a joke out there which says that if you search few symptoms in Google, it will give you the best SEO optimized diseases, right? So that's the situation we are in, where anyone, it does not matter how good your services is or how good you are. If you have cough and pain and you search for I have cough and pain, what diseases could be, it might end up showing lung cancer, just because lung cancer is the keyword which ranks for these two keywords like pain and cough, right? So this is very weird stuff. So instead, what will happen in the future in 2025 is I think more and more people will be moving to ChatGPT to search about their queries. And the recent SEO change that I see is the more it will be AIVO. AIVO basically means that artificial intelligence voice optimization. So it just means that people have been started to use ChatGPT more often than Google for their queries, and they use ChatGPT as a question and answer format. Hey ChatGPT, what is growth hacking? Hey ChatGPT, give me some examples of growth hacking. How can I use growth hacking as a freelancer? How can I use AI for my growth hacking processes? So these are the kind of questions that you will start to see. And I have noticed that many people have been talking about using blogs with a question and answer format. I think without stuffing keywords into it just to rank themselves in search engine. These are the other ways through which people can get more traffic, and optimizing your blogs and your articles based on this kind of ideas will be different. This is the kind of growth hacking I'm talking about. Because prior to this, people used to write blogs and articles by showing the keywords into it, stuffing the keywords into it. Now it's more like a conversational way, question and answer format, where that's where how LLM learn learn and optimize itself, right? So it becomes easier for to learn it, and it becomes also easier for the content writers to share the blogs in a very organic way. So guys, that's my 2 cents about growth hacking. If you learn something really good about it, then please comment down below. I really appreciate when you guys comment down. I have been getting a lot of comments. What a few comments I have, it's really nice, good to see. It gives me some motivation to keep doing this, and I hope to add a lot more value to your life. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Thank you.